Hello and welcome to Insights to Opportunity. I'm your host, Carlicia Wright, Director of the Mayor's Office of Business Opportunity. As a part of Mayor Anise Parker's vision to create a competitive and diverse business environment in the City of Houston, this program will provide information on contracting opportunities, events, and resources that educate, connect, and grow local, small, minority, and women-owned businesses. Today we brought in the Houston Galveston Women's Business Center, who provides support to entrepreneurs in education, scholarships, as well as matchmaking with corporate contracting offices. Additionally, they are committed to inspiring and empowering women who want to start or expand their business. Under the Obama administration, the WC is funded through the U.S. Small Business Administration. Here to talk with us today is April Day, Director of the Women's Business Center. Welcome to the program, April.
Thank you very much, Carlisa. It's a pleasure to be here today.
So can you talk a little bit about the evolution of the Women's Business Center here in Houston?
Well, like you said, it's funded through the Small Business Administration, and how it started is really us identifying that there was a gap in service delivery for our small businesses, especially those that are women-owned. And coming out of our host institution, which is the Women's Business Enterprise Alliance, and most people know it as WBEA, the third-party certifier for women business enterprises, our director noticed that there was sort of like a missing middle, if you will. And what she wanted to do is look at when women get their certifications, what happens after that. And what we realized were there were some small businesses that were just starting that weren't quite ready for the certification phase, and if they weren't ready for the certification phase, then they weren't really ready for the contracting piece. But we know that that is beneficial to building, and so we wanted to help that population with technical assistance. The second piece is we noticed that there were companies that were existing that maybe were getting certified, but then didn't stay certified, so we had an attrition. When we looked at what's going on with the women business enterprises, we realized that sometimes their businesses needed assistance with growing and sustainability. And there we go, the inception of the Houston Galveston Women's Business Center.
And I remember that was just about a year ago.
I know, it's our anniversary.
So it's your anniversary. You've been around for about a year. Can you talk a little bit about what some of the benchmarks have been in the first year?
I think our most favorite benchmarks have been just really helping women businesses get started and launched. And we do that by making sure that you have the proper technical assistance through training and one-on-one consultations with developing your business plan, getting your management sections together, making sure that you've got a strong marketing plan, value propositions, and pricing model so that when you do go after those corporate and government contracts, you're armed and you're ready. The other piece that we were excited to do was help individuals create strategic alliances. So let's say you're a small women-owned business, but you wanted to do something a little bit bigger. How do you partner up with another small business? And then third, our most favorite, is we launched our very first ever small business and leadership conference on Galveston Island at the San Luis, and it was amazing. And so we truly appreciate the City of Houston's support and help there, because we couldn't have done it without the corporations and the City of Houston's support, and then also the support from Galveston Island. So we were excited to really launch that endeavor this year.
Oh, no, that's great. I mean, those are some wonderful benchmarks. Now, for, the small business that may not necessarily be owned by a woman out there, they're interested, can I gain access to the Houston Galveston Women Business Center services? Talk a little bit about that.
Absolutely. Everyone can gain entrance into the Women's Business Center. And it's not just for women, it's also for men. But pretty much we have a very simple intake process, and the services that we provide are those trainings and consultations that you need to help launch, grow, and sustain your business.
Now, talk a little bit about, you talked about the services and some of the benchmarks. Talk about how would you gain access to the Women Business Center, and how do I find out about it if I'm a business and I'm watching the show?
Well, you can go to our website, and it's www.wbea-texas.org, and you can click on the Houston Galveston Women's Business Center link, and there you can look at all the calendar events that we have, the trainings, and also book a consultation with one of our advisors at the office. The other way is you can simply email me, and it's aday@wbea-texas.org, or give us a phone call at 713-681-9232.
Repeat that for us again, April.
713-681-9232.
And I think that some of our listeners are going to want to email you directly. Can you give us that email?
I sure can. It's aday, and that's ADAY, at WBEA-Texas.org. texas.org.
Now, once a person contacts you, tell us a little bit about the intake process. Are there certain criteria, certain businesses, certain sizes that you're looking for?
It's really not certain businesses, certain sizes. It's pretty much the desire to launch, grow, and sustain your business. And the intake process is a one-on-one consultation session with one of our advisors, and it really depends on where you are. But the first piece is doing the client intake, and then we look at where you are in your business and kind of create a pathway, if you will. So if you are launching your business, then the first place that we guide you through is your business plan. The next place we look at is your marketing plan, and then we look at your access to resources. Just this year alone, we've had 3 businesses that really needed some of that startup money, and then 2 businesses that really needed some money to help them continue to grow and create jobs. And we were able to get them funded through 2 of our biggest supporters. I don't know if I can say that on air. Can I say that on air?
You can say that on the air, April.
Well, 2 of our biggest supporters is with Wallace State Bank and Axion, and they've been very engaged in the process of helping us get access to funding to our small businesses that are not only launching, but those that are existing and want to expand their business as well.
Now, the Women Business Center also offers scholarships. Talk a little bit about those scholarships and what those scholarships can be used for.
We're very excited about the scholarships because, as you know, we are funded through the SBA. So basically we're a nonprofit, and so as people come in for some of our program services tied to training, there's a small fee for some of them, and what we do with that fee is we're able to turn that into scholarship money. Then we also get donations, and so the scholarships that we provide are either for the classes that we have. We also provide scholarships to the entrepreneur program within HCC. And then we provide scholarships if they want to go to any of the business resource centers in Houston that have a cost and they just don't have the money to do it. We recognize that with small businesses, sometimes their financial situations are strapped. And keeping a keen eye on your cash flow is critical at any level in your business. So we want to mitigate that financial restraint toward finding access and getting your business launched and growing.
No, that's great. Those scholarships are really helpful for those small businesses. So have you seen an increase in number of companies that are looking to start a business in Houston?
Oh, I think everyone is looking to start a business in Houston. I was just looking at some data on where we stand in terms of the revenues for women-owned businesses, and we've increased that revenue in the Houston area, and you're probably familiar with this, but of over 90%. And so there is a strong influx of people starting businesses, and what we also like to see is that people are trying to grow their business and create jobs, which I think ties into what you guys are trying to do.
Thank you so much, April. It was so great having you on the show. I wish the Women Business Center luck, and I look forward to ongoing partnerships.
Thank you so much, Carlisa. It was a pleasure.
Coming up next, we have Houston Business Development, Inc. to talk about the services and resources that they have.